Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, after reviewing the film, how did you feel your point guards did yesterday, both with Jason stepping up into the starting role and AG as a backup point?
Well, I mean, part of it was hard because, with AG, we hadn't practiced at all because we didn't plan on that. So we had a super limited menu of offense against, one of the better defensive teams in the league. And, obviously offense was a real struggle last night. So, our defense was good, more than good enough to win. But we're gonna have to do better than that, obviously, offensively.
Go ahead, Dan. Cliff, obviously, Brooklyn's an offensive firepower. How have you seen their defense improve over the course of the year?
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a ton of switching. So, they slow down offensive flow. And depending on the lineups they have on the floor, sometimes their 5 men are involved in that, which is even for our league, whereas there's a lot more switching now. When they play Claxton at the 5, when Jeff Green's at the 5, there's a lot of possessions where they're switching everything 1 through 5. And it's, again, because you don't play against that all the time, slows down offensive flow. And it's something that, again, coming off a back-to-back, we just had a few minutes here to kind of walk through some things we'll try to do. But a big part of the game is we have to, again, be able to take advantage of those switches and, get the ball to the right people in the right spots.
Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, we saw that Terrence will not play tonight. How's he coming along?
I think he feels better. He tried to do some stuff this afternoon in hopes of playing, and he's better than he was yesterday, but obviously not ready to play tonight.
Aaron Goldstone, Orlando Pinstripe Post.
Coach, that was Aaron's first game back in a while last night. How did he, feel today? He wasn't listed on the injury report. Did you get a sense of how his body responded?
Yeah, he said he felt good. And, so he's ready to go again tonight, and he has no concerns about it. He can play, I think, again, minutes similar to what he did last night. And hopefully we can continue to build from there.
Dan Savage.
Cliff, obviously, Steve well from your time coaching him. How are you seeing his imprints on this Brooklyn team?
Well, I think a lot of it is knowing him. I think a lot of what he's doing so well is the leadership part. I think that you guys know this is there's different challenges, and this is any level of coaching. Depending on the strengths of your group, and I know this is, they have 3 superstars, and which is great in some ways and is very challenging in others, where guys want the ball. There's a lot of sacrificing, I'm sure, going on. And I think that if you watch that, there have been very few issues. And especially, I think, when you get 3 guys like that coming together, I think usually the hardest part is the first few months, and certainly has been very seamless to me. And again, he was, he's a unifier. I mean, he's going to be talking to everybody. He has an incredible perspective on people and on what people have to do so that the team can function well. And I'm sure all of that is in play right now.
Paul Casanova, EDF Sports.
Yeah, hi, Coach. Can you talk a little bit about what it takes to stop a guy like James Harden or Kyrie Irving?
Well, it's got to be all 5 guys involved in it. And, they're moving the ball very freely. They have a lot of, other skill guys on the floor, a lot of shooting on the floor. So this is one of those games where you're going to be in, whatever the teams call cover or scramble tonight a lot. Those guys are going to break down the defense. They're second in the NBA in ISOs. So you have two guys on the floor who don't need a pick and roll to create help. And that's the hardest thing to guard in our league. And so we're going to have everybody like locked in on those guys when they have the ball. And yet, when you overhelp or you come off a guy like Harris too much, I mean, he's 50% from three, they're going to find him and we're going to have to be in cover. So it's no question that defending them is a tall order.
All right. Thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.